The fan favourite Magna Guard from Revenge of the Sith has been confirmed to be an enemy in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. In this video, I will be sharing with you all of the latest details about a few enemies we will be facing in the upcoming game. But before we do take a look at them, I'm just going to be telling you about an epic lightsaber giveaway from today's sponsor, Owner Saber. If you want to know how to enter this giveaway, here are the details. Owner Saber are giving away 4 codes that allow you to get one of their awesome lightsabers for free. On June 15th, a code will be posted on their Instagram as well as their YouTube channel before 12 PM CDT. Then after 5 PM CDT, another code will be posted to their Instagram and YouTube. You'll see a bunch of codes, but only one of them will work, so good luck. If you win, be sure to DM Owner Saber on Instagram, and you can find their Instagram and YouTube links in the description down below, so you're ready for June 15th. Also, you can save 30% off the Xeno Pixel Sabers right now until the giveaway is over. So just after the teaser trailer was revealed at Star Wars Celebration, Hasbro announced a few action figures for the game, and these are various enemies that we will be facing off against as Cal Kestis. These toys are part of both the Black Series and Vintage collection of action figures, and all of them will release in December 2022. It is funny to see these toys are releasing this year when the game is releasing next year. There are rumours, credible rumours to be exact, that the game will be releasing in February or March next year, so it makes sense that these are out just before. It was delayed internally from November this year, so that's probably why these toys will be ready in December. We can analyse these figures for details that we can speculate of what these details might mean. So we will start with the Riot Scout Trooper for the Black Series toy line, and this is an upgraded version of the Baton Troopers that we saw back in the previous game. Basically, the Riot Scout Troopers look identical, they've got the same armour, they've got the same belt straps, and even the same baton, but they now have a shield. The official description from Hasbro for this figure is as follows. Riot Troopers are deployed wherever the Empire needs to put down insurrections. Armed with batons and heavy shields, there are few opponents who can penetrate their defences. I'd not expect these shields to be lightsaber resistant, it just doesn't make much sense. This is just speculation on my part, but I think these shields are there because Cal has lost his lightsaber, and if we see correctly in the trailer, he might have a blaster, so maybe there will be parts of the game where you don't have a lightsaber, you only have a blaster, and these Riot Scout Troopers actually have these shields to block you from shooting. This is their defense against your blaster. That's just speculation, but I thought that would make a lot of sense. It also might make fighting them as a lightsaber wielding character when you do eventually get your lightsaber a little bit harder because they're able to do something with the shield. I don't really know how that's going to work. Maybe it will be deflective of the lightsaber, I just don't think that's going to be the case. The next product is the Vintage Collection Gaming Greats Star Wars Jedi Survivor multi-pack. This includes 3 different enemies that will be part of the game, including the Riot Scout Trooper, but also 2 others, including an enemy that we did not see in Jedi Fallen Order, but was last seen in Revenge of the Sith. Unfortunately, the official description given by Hasbro for this pack is not very descriptive. It just says, Riot Scout Troopers, KX series security droids, and Magna Guards are all formidable opponents in the Star Wars Jedi Survivor video game. But the most important part of this is the artwork and the figures themselves, because they do give us some potential clues of what to expect in the game. Starting with the Riot Scout Trooper, you can see it's just the same figure as the Black Series but made smaller, and the pistol is actually the Scout pistol that we see in Return of the Jedi and in Star Wars Battlefront, so that is something to consider. Maybe they will actually have a blaster as well to use instead of just the baton. That could be interesting. In the card artwork, we can see a rocky planet behind the Riot Scout Trooper with a bit of grass. And I think this is probably the planet that we see in the Jedi Survivor trailer, which the Mantis is on. Moving on to the KX security droid, which does look different to the one that we see in Jedi Fallen Order. As you can see, it now has some red markings on its shoulder pieces, plus it has some sort of backpack with red markings on as well. We don't really know what this could be. Maybe it's a power generator to make it even stronger, or something like that, I don't really know. But it is also wielding a baton, just like the Scout Troopers from the previous game and the Riot Scout Trooper as well. So it's not just going to be using its bare hands, it's actually going to be using a weapon like this, which is going to make these a lot harder to fight against, I would say. It seems to me that Respawn have made another class for this droid to make it even stronger against Cal. You can also see on the card art that it's on some sort of rocky planet with a bit of grass, which is interesting. Maybe this is the same planets as the teaser trailer with the Stinger Mantis and the Riot Scout Trooper. Maybe it isn't, but it does sort of look like it's got those rock formations. Last, but certainly not least, we have the Magna Guard. Yes, that's right, this fan favourite droid is back in Star Wars, and it's going to be in Jedi Survivor. It's going to be an enemy that we are going to have to face as Cal Kestis. What's interesting is that we see this Magna Guard back with its electro staff, just like in Revenge of the Sith. This is a similar weapon to what some of the Purge Troopers had in the previous game, so maybe the Purge Troopers no longer have this electro staff and it's down to the Magna Guards to handle us with this weapon. I do think that the Purge Troopers have been reworked for this new game, because in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, we actually do see Purge Troopers, but they have a completely different look in their helmet. It's a brand new helmet, it's not the reused Airborne Trooper. Obviously, Clone Troopers are no longer part of the Purge Trooper division, and that's probably why. It was leaked by Making Star Wars, the most reliable Star Wars leak source there is, that these new Purge Troopers that we see in Kenobi would be in Jedi Survivor. And this was before Jedi Survivor was actually revealed, and we knew that it would be 5 years after the previous game, so 10 years after Revenge of the Sith, the same time frame as Kenobi. So it makes sense that these new Purge Troopers in the Kenobi show, given it's going on at the same time as Jedi Survivor in the same year, that the Purge Troopers would be the same. Going back to the Magna Guard though, we can see a few details that are different to the version that we see in Revenge of the Sith. He does have his cloth clothing a little bit different, it's not the same as that we see in Revenge of the Sith. And on top of that, there is red markings on the shoulders, much like the KX security droid. So perhaps both of these belong to the Empire, or a division of the Empire, or even some sort of insurrection. Maybe this is a different faction fighting against the Empire, but also against Cal, and they've reprogrammed Magna Guards as well as KX security droids. Another detail to consider is that the eyes and the light on the chest is not red as seen in Revenge of the Sith, it is yellow. If you've not seen Star Wars The Clone Wars, you might not know what this is. So basically, Count Dooku actually had his own personal IG-100 Magna Guards, and these had yellow lights, meaning that these Magna Guards might have been Count Dooku's or not General Grievous's at all, nothing to do with him. The Electro Staffs in the Clone Wars actually were yellow, to indicate they were Dooku's to go with the lights, as opposed to the red eyes or purple eyes that we see General Grievous's Magna Guards have. So maybe this is just an electro staff from a Purge Trooper, perhaps? Or there might be another reason. That's just me speculating, but I thought it was interesting to see the differences and the little details here. So I wonder, who could these Magna Guards and KX security droids belong to, other than the Empire? Maybe they are the Empire, but they're on some sort of Imperial planet. You can see that there is rock behind this Magna Guard in the artwork, so I'd imagine that's the same planet as the other two pieces of artwork as well, and the part of the Stinger Mantis that we see in the trailer. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below on anything I've shared in this video, and if you did enjoy this video, please do drop a like to help support the channel, and subscribe so you don't miss any future Jedi Survivor news updates. If you missed any of the previous videos, be sure to click on them right now, and I shall see you in my next video. Goodbye.